Okay, you're back. So you wanted some more practice. Good, glad to hear it. And so again, if you got any of these problems already, fast forward, go find the one you really want to look at. But let's work on number one. The directions are the same. Write an equation of a line and point slope. What's the first thing we need? Yeah, we need the slope. They didn't give it to us. So let's set it up. M equals 1/3 minus 5/6. So I have to choose this x first, since I took the 1/3 first, minus 3/4. Lovely, we're subtracting fractions. Okay, you remember how to subtract fractions? Some of you are like, yeah, no. Calculator, stay off the calculator, guys, come on. Use the brain. You want to get paid in the green stuff, not bananas, right? Just saying. Like, what do you mean by bananas? I can teach you to punch buttons all day long. But, if you want to get paid the green stuff, got to use this. All right, so let's look at the numerator. We are taking 1/3 minus 5/6. You need a common denominator. So this one becomes 2/6, right? Because you are multiplying numerator and denominator by 2. So this gives you what? A negative 3/6, which is a negative 1/2, isn't it? Got it. So we got the numerator. The numerator is a negative 1/2. Now, what's that denominator looking like? So the denominator. In the denominator, we are doing 1/2 minus 3/4. Get a common denominator. I'm going to multiply the first fraction by 2/2. So that becomes 2/4 minus 3/4, which becomes negative 1/4. Agreed? Okay, so far so good. Divided by negative 1/4. Okay, super. And now you're dividing fractions. You're like, will this problem ever end? We haven't even gotten off of the slope yet, have we? All right, so we are doing negative 1/2. This means divided by, right? Negative 1/4. Remember how to divide fractions? Turns to multiplication, and which fraction reciprocates? The second one. So you're basically doing negative 1/2 times negative 4/1. Clearly the answer is going to be positive because negative times negative. 4/2 or just 2. Now we've got our slope. Our slope is 2. By the way, did you notice I did my work for the subtraction of numerator and denominator off to the side? So it was easier for me to focus on each subtraction problem and not work on it in this complex fraction. And then did you notice I did the division of fractions off to the side also so I could just focus on it? And then once I got that result, then I knew the slope was 2. Good? It's not bad to do this off to the side. That way you don't have too many things going on at the same time. Okay, now, all they want is point slope. So we're going to use the first point. Let's see what it looks like. Remember the formula? Y minus 1/3 in this case, good, equals the slope of 2 times the parentheses x minus 1/2. Great. All they want is point slope. There it is. Cool? Okay. But what happens if you'd use the other point instead? What happens if you use the point 3/4 and 5/6 instead? What does the equation look like? I'm hearing you. 1 minus 5/6 equals 2, and in the parentheses, x minus 3/4. Well done, guys. Well done. Good? Does this make sense? Yeah, this one was involved only because you had to remember how to subtract fractions, and you needed to remember how to divide fractions. Let's look at problem 2. Here we go again. Need to find the slope first, because they didn't give it to us. Weren't they nice? They wanted us to get some more practice. Okay, so the y's. So I'm going to take this y value first, negative 4 minus 2 over this x, negative 4 minus 8. So in the numerator, negative 6, denominator, negative 12, negative, oh, it's positive, good, 1 over 2. By the way, some of you are very visual, so as soon as you say 6 divided by 12, some of you, your brain flips it around. Be careful. You might want to do, 6 goes into itself once and 6 goes into here twice. Okay? You know who you are. It's very easy to do. The brain is very interesting. You have to find a way to keep it on point. Okay, so we have a slope of 1/2. Now let's see what the point slope looks like. If I use the first point, negative 4, talk to me. Y minus negative 4 equals 1/2 times the parentheses, x minus negative 4. Excellent. All I'm going to do is simplify my signs, and I get plus 4 in the parentheses and plus 4 over here on the left. Cool? All right. How about if we use the point 8,2 instead? What did it look like for you guys? Y minus 2 equals 1/2, and in parentheses, x minus 8. Well done, guys. Proud of you. Got 2 more examples coming your way, so stay tuned. Okay, problems 3 and 4. Let's work on them. Problem number 3, what do you got to do first? So what did you do first on your papers? Good. Find the slope. You're like, fractions. It's okay. You can handle it. You did it on problem 1. So difference of the y's over the difference of the x's. Now, this problem was a little bit nicer to us because the fractions in the numerator have the same denominator. So this is going to make it very easy for us to subtract. And we have this double negative, which means we're actually adding, right? So we have 5 over 5 in the numerator, which is just 1. I like that. How about the denominator? Those denominators are the same. So this will become what? Negative 3 over 3, which is just negative 1. So this one was actually a whole lot nicer than problem 1. My slope is a negative 1. I like that. Okay, tell me what your point slope looked like. Okay, so if we use the point, for those of you, I should say, who use the point negative 1/3 and 2/5, tell me what you wrote. Y minus, so you said that's going to be a plus because the minus 1, you know what, let me back it up. Sometimes it's easier and it's better to write every little step out. I'm like you. Sometimes I need every single step written out. And I even wrote it backwards, didn't I? Goodness gracious. See, I heard you. That's why it's good if you guys work these problems with me. We've already worked them ahead of time. So y minus the y, which is 2/5, equals the slope times the parentheses x minus a negative 1/3. Well done, guys. Great job keeping me on track. Good? Okay. How about if we use the other point? So for those of you who use the second point instead, tell me what it looked like. Y minus a negative 3 over 5 equals the slope, and in parentheses, x minus 2 over 3. If I simplify the left side, that becomes y plus 3/5 equals negative 1 times the parentheses, x minus 2 over 3. Good, very good. Good? Okay. Number 4. What'd you do first? You found the slope? Okay, for those of you who didn't find the slope yet, pause the video and go find slope. Okay, I'm assuming you found it because you're back. So the difference of the y's over the difference of the x's. So negative 5 over. Okay, if you don't know what that is, pause it. Do the division problem I showed you in the previous answer key video, and then resume. You resumed? Okay, I got undefined. And based on work we've done before, it doesn't matter which point I choose. Let me just use the first point. If I write y minus the -3, and then I write the slope, and then x minus -1, I can't multiply by the word undefined. So if I do a quick little sketch to help myself and remind myself what the undefined slope means, the first point is -1, -3. The second point is -1 and +2. If I connect the dots, what kind of line do you have? A vertical line. Cutting through which axis only? Cutting through the x-axis only. Through what number on the x-axis? Through the number -1. This would be your point slope. There's no other way to write that because you can't multiply by the word undefined. Cool? Remember, an undefined slope means you're trying to drive up the side of a building or walk up the side of a building if you're Batman. Ain't happening. Cool? Okay, 2 more examples coming your way, so stay tuned. Last 2 problems, did you get them? Great, then fast forward to the end of the video and have a great day. But for those of you who are like, I want to see the answer, here we go. What did you do first on number 5? You found the slope. Okay, so give me time to catch up. I'm going to do the first y minus the second y, and then the first x minus the second x. So I'm going to get 0/7. Okay, what did you say that equaled? I agree, it does equal 0. Because when I do the long division, 0's underneath. Numerator divided by denominator. What are you going to put on top? Obviously a 0 to multiply by 7 to give you a 0. Good. So your slope is 0. Let's work with the first point. Let's see what this point slope form looks like when you use the first point. I'm just playing catch up to you guys because I know you already did this. Oh, that's just 0 on the right side, isn't it? Did you get that? Cool. Let me use that second point. Let's see what happens. So y minus the first y equals the slope times the parentheses of x minus -2. So y minus 1 equals 0 again. Okay, lovely. So be it. Remember, when you have a slope of 0, it means you're driving on prairie land. There are 0 hills to be found. And this horizontal line only passes through the y-axis. That's all it passes through, which is why the only variable left in this equation is y. Good? So number 6 should kind of give us a hint what's going on, right? You have a slope of 0 like you did here, which means it'll be what kind of line? A horizontal line, which means it'll only cross through the y-axis, which means in the final form of point slope, what's the only variable you should have left? Y. Okay, so let's take a look. So we are going to have y minus the -1 equals the slope times, in parentheses, x minus 3. So that's going to be y plus 1 equals 0. Y is the only variable left in that point slope form. So it verifies that we have a horizontal line and it's only passing through the y-axis. Good? Okay, hopefully this makes more sense to you. Hopefully you feel more confident about finding an equation of a line in point slope form. Rewind when needed. Have fun. Catch you on the flip side.